That breaking news, you're looking at it. We begin with that mudslide in the Inland Empire. This is video just into our newsroom. You can see some of the cars stuck in deep mud out there. This is happening in Oak Glen, that's just east of Yucaipa. Right now, search and rescue teams are working to help the drivers still trapped out there. NBC4's Christian Casares live in Oak Glen. And Christian, we understand there was a CHP officer also stuck out there?
Colleen, that's right, and we should mention we are in Yucaipa, but yes, I just spoke with CAL FIRE, who tells me that CHP officer was not hurt, but he has been rescued because there is just so much debris, just a big mess up in these mountain communities. And I want to show you the situation just behind me here. You can still see some of those clouds lingering in the mountains behind me, but the big takeaway here, according to CAL FIRE, is that all of those families in the communities of Forest Falls and Oak Glen have been told to shelter in place until further notice. Now, according to CAL FIRE, about 6 cars are still stuck in the mudslide that happened this afternoon, including that CHP vehicle that we're told was caught in all that mess. There was an officer inside. We're told again that officer was not hurt, but he has been rescued. Now, in a separate case, we're told one person who was trying to drive out of that mud area, that person was hurt, and we're also told that person has been rescued. And again, this is all happening near Oak Glen Road and Potato Canyon Road. Now, fire officials say at the same time a search and rescue operation has begun in the area to determine if anyone else needs help. Now, teams are not only using helicopters, but we're told they're also using drones to comb the area completely. Right now, fire officials say several structures and cars have been impacted by the mud flow, but again, they don't know if anyone is inside any of these homes, any of these buildings, or the cars. But of course, they are still searching right now as we speak, because I should mention the storm, according to CAL FIRE, when I was talking to her just moments ago, she tells me that this storm has been really spotty. Highland, for example, right now, she says they have crews out there and it's pouring. Right here in Yucaipa, you can see that it's pretty much dry. So she says the El Dorado burn scar areas really have been causing a big impact here for these mountain communities. And of course, with more rain in the forecast, authorities are asking everyone to basically stay vigilant and shelter in place if possible. We should also mention that the road going into these two mountain communities are closed, so the best advice is to stay away tonight if possible. That's the very latest from Yucaipa. Christian Casares, NBC4 News.
All right, Christian, thank you. And one thing we know about flash flooding and mudslides, when they happen very, very quickly. Our meteorologist, Shawna Mendiola, is here. Christian, talk about a line of thunder showers up in the mountains. That storm is still around.
It's still around, but it's weakening, so that's a good thing. But in terms of things quieting down, there's still a risk of some of those mud and debris flows after the rain falls, because the pavement is wet, and again, it can sink off the off the hills. So something that we're watching tonight. Looking at very quiet activity on your First Alert Radar Network. We've hit about 7 o'clock, and we've lost the daylight, and that's why we don't have much going on in terms of any thunderstorms. There's your current look. We only have one little area of moisture that's moving through, and it's right along the 210 freeway, moving north into the San Antonio Heights area by Laverne. So that's about it for tonight. We're going to see things quiet down even more, and then we're going to get a little bit of a chance of maybe some sprinkles tomorrow morning. But I think this is it in terms of any of those thunderstorms. For today, we saw a 4/10 of an inch of rain here for some areas, including Fullerton and Chino Hills. That's actually 0.04 of an inch. We even saw about 1/4 of an inch, a little bit more than that there in Thousand Oaks. So wide range of rain amounts that Christian had mentioned. It really depended on where you were today, and it was scattered. In terms of whether or not we're going to see more of this, I do have another day on the 7-day forecast where we possibly see something similar.